Hello everybody, my name is Ace. We're doing some T6 Abyss on Tranquility. This is a T6 Gamma site, and it is going to be done here because I wanted to see if we can perhaps encounter an Ephialtes wave, because this is the wave which will take by far the most amount of time with these guys. So I wanted to see if we can find them. It'll be nice to find one because they're really a time tester for doing T6 Gammas in this ship right here. The Ephialtes take so long. In an Ishtar, I've tried it before, and it was taking like almost, it was like just under 6 minutes. Ishtars tend to be pretty good for Ephialtes wave because they can use geckos, but it's not the same thing here when it comes to the Gila. The Gila is a bit less DPS than an Ishtar. The hammerheads is an opportunity that can be used to do a bit of damage to to get a lot of damage in, because the Ephialtes wave, they hardly have any resistance. But it's like they're very slow, so it seems like they're doing not as good damage. The guy Gustav Manfred, he's been doing a lot of T6 Gammas, and he recommended that the Valkyries are good because they've got better speed. So I'm going to be trying out some augmented Valkyries here instead of augmented hammerheads, see if that actually does better if we do encounter one, because the T6 Gammas give quite a bit more ISK than the T6 exotics. It's just the way it is. I think they just the 0 point condensate, or not the 0 point condensate, the Triglavian survey data seems to be a lot more frequent. There's a lot more of it here. It's strange, but it's just the way it is. You can see here 40 million just like that. I don't really get 40 million worth of survey data just like that, and I think it has to do with the prices perhaps of 0 point condensate have gone down on something. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is why 0 point condensate has been going down quite a bit in price since it was initially in the Abyss that came out. I think that could be why the prices of, or relatively speaking, the ISK you get from doing exotics is not as much, because I think in exotics you get less survey data and more 0 point condensate, because they do actually have some alterations between the sites or weathers. There's like certain sites that give more of this and less of that, less of this and more of that. So in exotics I think you get less survey data but more of the 0 point condensate, which has gone down in price. But correct me if I'm wrong, because I was quite baffled, because when this is not the first time I've done a T6 Gamma in the Gila. I've actually done it before, and I was realizing that I was getting consistently quite a bit more ISK than the T6 exotics, like quite consistently, almost never under 100 million ISK. But if you go on my channel, you'll see these T6 runs I do, very common. I'm actually getting less than 100 million ISK, and it's the same case. And I was thinking, is it just me or is it just unlucky? But I was going on an Abyss tracker, which is a website you can use to find info about the Abyss, and it was actually the case that it is consistently giving less ISK. You can see the average ISK per T6 exotic is about 98 million. I did a calculation on 100 runs. Average for 100 runs of T6 Gammas is 148 million, and that is quite strange considering that T6 Gammas take longer to do because of the shield bonus, and also just the usage of these Valkyries. They do a bit less damage, you know. So you would think that, okay, maybe the people doing exotics will have more time to collect the extraction nodes, but no, they still give more in the Gammas. So it's quite, like, you can see there is quite a big difference between the ISK in the Gammas and exotics. That's nice. 4 minutes, a very good time. Can even reload these, but at this point it's not really much point. Something that's good about the Valkyries is they're very fast and have good tracking, so they approach their targets very quick, so you actually save time in that. Oh, Ephialtes wave, nice. What is the time we start here? 15:52. Okay, we'll see here what will be the damage we get. Reload to Inferno Fury, because that is what we want to do. Did any neuters? No, they are, however, confusers. I want to go for them because they can perhaps make our drones, not drones, but our missiles that do worse damage. So we're going to go here. We'll move towards this transfer conduit over here, so we're just in range. This is like the kind of wave that takes the most amount of time, that can potentially make you lose your Gila to time if you're not fast here. It's really important, and the reason we're going with Inferno Fury, this missile type gets a bonus to for the Gila hull. The explosives don't. These guys have hardly any resists anyway, so the resist type doesn't matter. It's just as much DPS as possible, and that's also why we're going with augmented, since they do more damage. But I think it will be better to do the augmented Valkyries just due to that thing I was talking about before with the increased speed, increased tracking. potentially be better. We'll go for these confusers, try to get a little bit extra time going on right here. I hope it goes well. As you see, we have minus 70% explosive resist right here. It won't make any difference. It'll be the exact same speed as the minus 50% because these guys all have 0% explosive resist, even in minus 50% or minus 70%. So it's exactly the same time. It's actually harder here because we have a bit harder time tanking, but it's not that bad. I mean, the Ephialtes frames in general, they don't take a long time to kill. It's just that they have... I mean, they don't have a good ability to kill us. It's just that they take a long time to kill. That is the big problem with them. So we'll move here towards these adaptives here. Good, good, good. The drones are doing a bit of initiative there, splitting. We shall also go for the ones that are aggroing them, because that will also take time having to recall them. The missiles shoot here and this guy. See, now we've got them all locked up here. Just go for all the ones that are locked up here. They've got good tank as well, the Valkyries, because they've got a lot of shields, so they'll be boosted up by quite a big margin here in the T6 Gammas. Can just put these here, split them up a little bit. Lock up the yellow boxes because they are being scrubby and attacking our drones. Drone abuse is not allowed, not okay. We really do not allow that. So we're going to show them what happens when they show drone abuse to us, these guys. Okay. Going through this alright speed. I would have hoped it to be a bit quicker, but I think it's alright speed. Not that bad. Not that bad, actually. And considering we don't have to recall these guys, or so far haven't had to recall them, I think it's actually quite good. Lock up more, lock up more. We need to lock up more, keep more locked up. Put all the confusers down so it'll be easier time with attacking these guys as well with our missiles. No issues with the range, it should be. Hopefully not. Keep locking up these guys. Where's time here? We have 15:53. It's gone 3 minutes. Okay, I think we are like just halfway, about a little bit less maybe. I think it's alright. If we finish this room in 6 minutes, I would say that's good, because that at least means that you'll survive. 6 minutes and you will survive. 16 multiplied by 6 multiplied by 3 is 18 minutes. Now, I'm not so nervous here, even though I sound tense, because I want to do this quickly just for my own sake of knowing that I can do the Effialtis quick. But I want to, because I did that first wave, very quick, so I don't have really worries that it'll go. This will have probably too much issues with time, that first room. But I just want to be super focused right here, just to make sure that this goes as quick as possible. It's nice that the Valkyries have so good shields. I'm thinking maybe even Vespers might be an alternative, because Vespers do more damage than these guys. Also, just a tiny bit slower, but do require a bit more damage. So they do even, I think, 20% more damage. So it could be a good thing to have Vespers. They have better range than them as well, so they will not have to get in as close range as the Valkyries do. But the Valkyries are a bit quicker than the Vespers, though. That's one thing to keep into consideration. They'll be getting, I guess, more consistent hits. You could think of it as like that. These two are the ones attacking my drones. Perfect, we're attacking them. What is time? 15:53. We have... Oh, this is actually a good time. We're doing this in, like, what is this? Maybe less than 5 minutes even has gone? Yeah, almost 5 minutes has gone now. We've got still 1 minute left, and there's hardly any Ephialtes left on the grid, so this is a good time. I'm quite impressed. Good time, good time, good time. These Augmented Valkyries seem to really help a lot, so thanks, Gustav, for recommending these. Appreciate that a lot. Oh no, we did not want to switch there. I hate it. I mixed them up. I wish they could have a number here of which drone, like which one is which, because it's quite annoying when you flick. No, I hate it when the drones you mix them up and then they go all over the place. So now waste time here. Okay, we've gone 5.5 minutes. 4 drones left, or 4 sleeper drones left. And this last one will go down very quick, since these two are going to pop at almost the same time. There we go, and we'll have the missiles on the case as well. We'll use our missiles to finish this one off here. Let's see now, what time will this be? Will it be almost exactly 6 minutes, I think. Pretty much exactly 6, just above 6 minutes. There we go, recall him. It was exactly 6 minutes, right? 6 minutes and a couple of seconds, but that's a good time. That is a good time indeed. Can reload to explosive. Let's see what we've got here in this next wave. Rogue, no, it's a rogue drone / Triglavian wave. This would be super simple. So we'll go here and grab some nodes, I think. Go to this one. It'll be good time, so it's alright. Nova Fury. Are there any starvers? Yeah, there's some starvers here, so we'll go for these guys. And we'll do Tech 2 drones since they'll be good against these guys. That'll be pure damage types. And we'll go for Vedmax as well, because they'll do a bit of damage. You can go for Vedmax now. Let's see, now we've got a lot of starvers. Not that many starvers, only a couple of frigates. Don't underestimate frigates. They can nuke quite a bit, but it's alright. We have quite a bit of cap resistance, so we've got 2 of these cap batteries, large cap batteries even. So this is pretty chill right here. I'm happy about that. We managed to do the T6 Gammas in a decent amount of time. Another one that is problematic is Kerberos Tyrannos, but I have actually managed to finish that in a decent amount of time. And that was with hammerheads. Hammerheads, they're very slow, and it seems like the Valkyries are a bit quicker. So I think that we'll maybe even be doing it even faster then. Go shoot this star over here. We're being tracked and disrupted, so I don't think we'll pop that node. No. We are killing these guys very quickly because the Valkyries, they have good tracking, so they're gonna hit these frigates very easily. And go for this Vedmak over here because a lot of damage is in this guy. But the Valkyries, you'll notice that they're very good for the small stuff. They're very fast. We'll be able to catch them very quickly. They'll be able to hit them very good because they got the good tracking naturally. So overall, it's going to be a good experience with them against this small stuff. And grab this. I'll go for this tangling guy afterwards because he's making us have a bit of problems with moving fast enough. And it's also good for these waves. This is what minus 70% here, so we'll be going quite a bit quicker. I don't know if it's a whole lot quicker, but it'll be slightly quicker because, yeah, or hardly any quicker because they almost, like with minus 50%, they almost have 0% resist. Like 33%, that's when they have 33% of a certain resist type. Like he has 36% explosive. At 33% or less, they'll have 0% explosive resist even in the minus 50 or minus 70. It'll be still the same. They'll still have 0%. So it'll be alright there. Lock up all these guys. And we'll just go and collect our loot, and that's it. That is it. I'm happy about that. And you saw, like, we didn't get that good loot from the second one, but hopefully we'll get some good here. The main thing is this survey data. There's so much survey data. It's so good. This is a fixed price, though. So I imagine if CCP somehow changes the price of this, it'll nerf this. So that is quite a scary thing if they were to somehow nerf it. Maybe even go for that node over there. We've got a Tachyon Cloud. Yeah, we can go for that because there's a Tachyon Cloud. We can perhaps do that. Split up the drones a bit. There's not so much remote reps on the grid anyway. There's some good hits. You see, they get very good hits, these Valkyries. Very good hits. I'm thinking, because there's this Ishtar fit that I use, and my friend was telling me that Mr. Ibad, he likes these Ishtars. He's a guy, you've maybe seen him in the Jackdaw videos. He likes the Ishtar a lot, and he makes fun of me for using a Gila. The thing is, you can with the Ishtar you have more low slots, so you can actually fit tracking computers for your drones. So you could maybe get your drones to be like super good at tracking there, and it'll get some really good hits. So that's also something I'm thinking about, because I have used my Ishtar fit in tests and it's been going good. But maybe it could be even better just replacing a 4th drone damage amplifier with a tracking computer. An omnidirectional tracking link is what is the actual precise name of it. That could perhaps boost stuff up, because the DPS increase from just a 4th drone damage amplifier is not that much. So you get quite a bit more DPS from, or potentially there's more DPS to be had on the field if we go for some tracking enhancers. Unfortunately, the Gila is not able to do that. Fun fact, the Gila used to have 4 low slots a long time ago, but then they nerfed it because they're like, nah, that's too OP. But they did actually, when it came out, have 4 low slots. I unfortunately did not play then. I look at all videos and I just see that, whoa, wait, the Gila has 4 low slots? Is this the Chameleon? The Chameleon is the AT ship variant of the Gila. It has 4 low slots, but this does not. I was thinking, is that a Chameleon? No, that is a Gila, just the old one, apparently. Grab that, 8 million, just like that. Wreck all these rogue drones over here. Just over 15 minutes, still decent time for T6 Gamma. Now we get the Tachyon Clad as well, which is really nice. Give us some extra speed boost. And the Valkyrie seem to have such a good time doing the good damage. I mean, not doing the good damage. They do decent damage, but got like 46 million. Like, there's lots of survey data here. Lots of survey data. These Valkyries, they have a good time tanking. I don't worry about these guys at all tanking that. Like that the tank is gonna fall. They seem to be tanking so good, and the Gammas, because the Gammas boost their shields to such a big degree. It's so nice. But there we go. We did this T6 Gamma. Let's see what the final loot is. It's over 100 million. See that? Consistently over 100 million in the T6 Gammas. And you could even maybe do a hybrid fit here, but I like the active. It's very good. Overall, it's just like a boosting to my active because I get bigger buffer, easier to survive wrecking shots. 121 million in 16 minutes. I took a bit of time here, but 16, 17 minutes. I'm happy about that. And we had an Ephialtes room as well, so I'm also happy about that we did in a good time. Hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, please leave a like and subscribe. I'll catch you guys later.